Tonight is a supermoon, and it's about 3:30 in the morning, and I'm celebrating this energy and this cycle that's starting. September month has been huge energy, and especially for me, I did a lot of work in September in solitude. It's something I started planning in July because of an event. Because I figured out in relationships that I've had a shadow my whole life that I picked up from childhood with a relationship with my father, and subconsciously it grew into everything else. It sat there and it made me do things and say things and act in a certain way without even knowing it. Then through some events in the military and other events in my life, those things just went and sat very, very deep in a place where it was hidden until now, until the time I could deal with it. So in September, I was planning a cleansing since July, because July was my father's birthday. And I couldn't go and sit with him and speak with him because he died last year while I was in Zanzibar. For all these years, I had this thing, where I just couldn't really be in a relationship with him. And couldn't get past that place within me because it was hidden so deep, And in September, decided I was going to break habits, knowing that it was going to take me deep, not knowing where, but knowing that there's stuff. And went through a lot of that. For about 40 days, it just worked out that I was in real solitude, cut off from everything and everyone, which is good, because around 40 days, I was in silence mostly and had to work through a lot of things. And ended up working through every single important relationship or high up relationship in my life, from childhood up to later with serious friends that I called friends, and to what it really was, major relationships in my life with a partner, my parents, my children, and my friends of late. And I had to really go and look into myself. In those 40 days, I had to reignite my power. And not to sit with God or be religious about it, but to sit with the self. The shamanic practice is that when initiation, they go into silence, into the woods or somewhere for a long time, not to speak with God, but to face the self. Because to be able to work with that energies and with people around you, you have to be clear and clean yourself. There are so many people today in the healing practice, if we talk esoteric, or just in mainstream, doctors, psychologists, everyone else, that have not truly faced the self and have not truly come with clean intent. It's all about making money and survival. And most doctors these days don't heal because they want to heal people anymore. They do it because of the money. The intent has changed. People don't look at the intent. And it's brought the world to this. Now this has been a year of outcomes, and pretty hectic outcomes have come so far. But it's about to get to its peak, because this supermoon is bringing the last of it. This supermoon is usually connected with new beginnings and, initiation. But this specific one is in a harvest moon, and it's for the last 3 months in a portal that opened on the equinox on the 21st and will run until the end of the year. And it's bringing the last of outcomes. And people think that it's done. It's not. There's a lot of things about to happen in this world. And I know this because I've, from a very small age, felt stuff. I was different than other kids. I managed to see energies coming in direction. I don't always know exactly what, but I do know that the peak of it's coming till the end of this year. So if you haven't dealt with everything and you run, which most people do, towards a new beginning in the supermoon, I want to tell you that the karmic cycle is not done. You can't run from karma. You have to sit and face the self. And a lot of times people think that their intent is good, just to find out later that their intentions came from the ego, not from the soul within. Intentions got to come from the soul, a clean energy, not from the ego. Because if your intentions are from the ego, you will always be right. You will always say things and do things showing that you are good and your intentions is good, and you getting rid of all toxic stuff, and run from it. Like I've run from relationships in previous years, and you can't hide. So a lot of these relationships I have revisited. Can't visit the one with my father, so I've written a lot of letters, to important past relationships and current ones where I've got no connection. Some of them I do. I've revisited all of them, even the ones where I think, I might never get the face to face again. I've simply did a friend request on Facebook, or, somehow tried to make a connection. And some of them tried very hard where there can't be any connection, and so it will be, because from my side I've cleaned my karma and I've written it in these letters. So tonight in this fire, there are a couple of letters, like I said, to past relationships, which holds deep spaces in my heart, my kids, ex-lovers, so-called friends, current friends. And there's a lot of letters here. And I'm giving them all to the fire. Burning all karma, which has come to an end in this cycle. Laying foundations for new relationships with all these people, if possible. If not, it doesn't matter. Because you cannot fix old relationships, ever. What you can do is you can have new ones with those people on new foundations. That is what the supermoon has brought. It's brought harvest. What you sow, you will reap. And I've reaped over the years what I've sown. And now, with the reignition of my power in this past month in solitude, I have found that deep power within me that I've found since 2014 and was working with, and got sidelined the past couple of years and got busy with stuff and didn't really focus on it, Could still see and feel direction and things, but didn't focus on that. And I can tell you that I can see a lot of things coming. I know the direction. And this year of outcomes is not done. There are some major outcomes for certain people where people might think it's done, but they ain't seen nothing yet. The universe will bring you to face yourself, one way or another. And you can run from it as long as you want, but you can't hide. I'm going into this new cycle of this last 3 months, this year, with good intent and with cleansing. And I've prepared myself because I'm done with my karmic cycles and starting new ones, brand new ones. And I've really looked at my intent, and I know that with this intent comes from my soul. My ego is out of the way. And I know this. That this world is about to change big time. Really in a big way. It's going to get a lot of people off guard. A lot of people are not even going to know what hit them. Some people will see it happen and realize what's happening, but they'll already be in it. Very few people see it coming. Very, very few. People are too busy falling back into old ways. People are too busy with their own intentions. People are too busy running from the one thing to the next. Tonight I celebrate for getting my power back. Deeply. Not just seeing anymore. Not just feeling. But deeply understanding and knowing. And just falling back into that peace. And I will not let anything ever take that from me again. So have you checked your intentions? Have you checked your decisions in the past or of late? Especially if you made major decisions in the past month or two during this energy. Because this cycle coming will exponentially be harvested, what you've sown. What you've sown during this period of high, intense energies will reap you high, intense harvest in the very near future. Have you really checked your intentions? And what you think is good might be you stepping on others to get to the top. Might you have built a new fire on old ashes? Ashes that you burned, that you caused. Are you really checking your intent and really checking what it is? Getting past your ego, really deeply from your soul? Or do you even have your ego tell you that it's from your soul and you believe it's from your soul? Because your ego says so. Or do you truly, deeply know and feel? Because if it's really from the soul, then you never make a fire on old ashes. And you never run from anything. You never leave anything behind. You clean all those energies. At least they come back to haunt you. Check your intent. Check your actions. Look at yourself in solitude. Go to the deep corners and crevices of your soul. Walk those dark alleys within your mind and your ego. Integrate your shadow. Don't run from it. You can never run from your shadow because it's you. At least you blame everyone else around you for that. It's not their shadow, it's your own. So, are you ready? Are you really, really, really ready as can be for this last cycle of the year of outcomes? Don't let it catch you off guard. Then you might remember this video. Right now, everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. I bid you all well and good luck and blessings on your journey. And in love and compassion. Namaste.